everybody. Welcome to the Worm Weirdo's basement. I should be feeding this bin. This is bin A. It's been a week since I fed it last. This bin contains red wigglers, blue worms, and European night crawlers. So I fed over in this section last week, and I believe I don't remember what I fed. Go back and look. Some raw celery, some bananas, and some grapes. They were not frozen. So, I will, in the future, make sure that I freeze and thaw everything, but before I learned my lesson with that, I did feed some raw things in this corner. So I actually may only be throwing a few things in there, depending on how well they did with this last feeding. And they haven't really gotten into that. They are wriggling around the underside of that banana. They are in the area. That's a peach pit, I think. Getting into some apple pieces that are rotting faster than the other items. Some more celery. They're checking out the banana peel and starting to work on it, but so they're definitely in the area. A little hard time breaking down the food that's in there. Alright, well, I may just not even more banana peel. Yeah, they definitely aren't able to break down food if it's not frozen as fast. Wow, even the lettuce is... Oh, there's a... This guy's working his way through it, literally. He has chewed a hole through this piece of lettuce, and he's got half his body sticking out of both ends. That's... Love that. Some apple. That has been frozen and thawed, so I will put that in there for them. Okay. And leave these guys alone for another week. Oops. They are chewing through my paper towel covers, so I may have to replace... Wow, look at that. I really did a number on that. I may have to replace that with... They seem to like these paper towels. Alright, so I'm going to cover it with a nice fresh paper towel. Alright. Leave these guys alone, and we'll see here in a few seconds, fast forwarding ahead to a full week. Bye for now. Have a good one. Hey there, worm nerds. Welcome to the Worm Weirdos basement. We're going to be feeding worm bin A today. I call this the frisky bin because it's this bin that I see a ton of cocoons. So I have nicknamed it the frisky bin. I gave this bin a very small feeding last week, which I should edit into the front of this video, so that you can see the difference, get that instant gratification of seeing what they've done with the feeding. I fed over here. They hadn't really finished the previous week's food. So, let's dig in here and see what they've done with the small feeding and the remnants of 2 weeks ago's feeding. Alright. Piece of banana peel. Apple core? Maybe? Wow, piece of lettuce, okay. Well, the worms are in here, as you can see, where all the food was. Just sprout. Still the remnants of a banana peel in here, and this piece of lettuce. So I'm going to go ahead and feed. So these are scraps that, again, I had thawed out from the freezer and then had to put them back into the freezer because this bin, one of the bins, was not particularly ready to eat anything. But these appear to be coffee grounds. Looks like that's a pepper seed thing. I have a lot of pepper sprouts coming up. And this was an entire kiwi that went bad. And it's already broken open from the freezing and thawing. So I think that they are going to enjoy that. And a grape stem. The bedding is very heavy on the peat moss. When I was making my bedding for the first time, I went a little heavy on the peat moss. Okay, just gonna mark where I fed. And we'll see you back here, the magic of editing, a week from now, so we can see exactly how they did with that kiwi. See you soon. Hey there, worm nerds. Welcome back. It's been a week since I have fed this bin. This has been A. See what we got in here. Oh dear, I'm seeing some mold. That I'm not sure about that. I'll have to look into that, see if that's mold. Alright, well, let's dig in here and see how everybody's doing. I cannot remember what I fed in here. I do see a lot of worms. I don't see a lot of remnants of food. I don't think it was a big feeding. Oh, here we go. This looks like a kiwi. And some coffee grounds. So that's the only thing left in this area. Big carton down there. We'd have a few guys hanging out. Quite moist in here. This side of the bend is not quite as moist. I do see a lot, tremendous amount of cocoons in this bin. Guys are breeding like crazy. Alright, they're doing pretty well. A little too moist. I may have to add some bedding or just fluff them up to take care of that. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time. Have a good one.